Start.
Sanibonani zonke izizwe jikelele yonke indawo. Yeah, it's Ingezo Education today now. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget now to hit the subscribe and like on our YouTube channel. Now, Ingezo Education now is doing what? Is providing help with what? With technical mathematics now. Which is today we are going to be focusing on what? Question number 1, 2, 3, which is algebra of technical math, which is how much? 50 marks. Thank you very much. Now we focus so straight on what? On question number 1. Just going to make this content easier for learners, for them to pass now. Which is now we're going straight to what? Question 1.1. Which is when you get your question paper, when you answer the question paper now, just simplify your life. Just say what? Q1. Just to save ink and time. Thank you very much. Which is we're going straight to what? 1.1. Which is with 1.1 now, we're given how much? We're given 7 minus 3x into how much now? Into 8 minus how much? Negative 8 minus x is equal to how much? Is equal to 0. That is our question now. This is our question, which is normally we are going to do what? We're going to apply the what? The rule, which is we call what? The zero factor what? The zero factor rule now. We're going to apply what we call what? The zero factor rule. Which is now, what are we going to do now? We take the first binomial equated to 0. We take the second binomial equated to 0. Which is going to have how much now? 7 minus how much? 3x is equal to how much? 0. Or how much? Or negative 8 minus x is equal to how much? It's equal to 0. Which is going to have how much now? We are going to have how much? We're going to have 7 now. We can transpose this 7 to the other side. We're going to have negative 3x is equal to negative 7 now. When we transpose to the other side now, the sign is doing what? Is changing. Which is going to divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Which is negative 3 and negative 3 will do what? Will divide each other now. Which is, we are going to be left with how much? X is equal to how much? Negative divided by negative is what? Is positive. Which is will be equal to what? 7 divided by 3. Which is this side, we can do one now. We transpose the 8 now. When we transpose the 8, what is going to happen to the side now? The sign is going to change. We'll be left with negative x is equal to how much? Positive 8 there, which is, I'm just doing the positive 8 to show that now the sign is changing now. We divide now by negative 1, we divide by negative 1, this will be equal to how much? Negative 8 now. That will be our what? Question 1.1.1, which is 2 marks now. How is the mark allocation for 1.1.1? Which is the value of x being what? 7 divided by 3 is a mark. The value of x being what? Being 8 is what? Is a mark there. That is our what? Question what? 1.1.1. Hope you understood whatever that I was doing there for what? For question 1.1. Which is I was just breaking it down with the zero factor rule now. Which is this is not, we don't normally talk about the zero factor rule now. I was just breaking it down for you learners so that you can understand. Thank you very much. Now we move to what? Now we move to what? Question 1.1.2 now. Question 1.1.2, which is 1.1.2 now. It is what? It is the quadratic formula. From the formula sheet, we have what? We have the what? The formula of quadratic there, which is the quadratic formula, which you can just take it from the formula sheet and put it what? And put it in your solution there. X is equal to how much? Negative b plus or minus the root of how much? B squared minus 4ac now. Divided by how much? By 2a. Which is going to have what now? Which is now, before we get to solve now, we need to make what? We need to make this quadratic formula to be in what? In standard form now, because there it is not in standard form. Which is, I'll just write it at the top there. Which is we're given how much? 3x squared minus 4x is equal to how much? Is equal to 1 divided by 3. Which is going to have 3x squared minus 4x minus 1 divided by 3 is equal to how much? 0. This is the value of A, the value of B, the value of C now. So we are just cutting and pasting, which is our first mark for this question. It will be what? Taking this into our what? A standard form now. That is our first mark. Now, we are going to have how much? We substitute now, which is we are going to have 4. Negative into how much? Negative 4. Plus or minus the root of how much now? Negative 4 all squared. Minus how much now? Minus 4 into how much? Minus 4 into the value of a is 3. Multiplied by how much? Multiplied by negative 1 divided by 3 now. Divided by how much? By 2 into 3 now. Which is, I normally tell my learners now that when we get to this stage now, we must simplify what is under the radical side now. Which is, I'm just going to substitute now what is under the radical side. Which is, I'm just going to tell how much? We just add what is under the radical side. We don't put it under the radical side. Which is, I'm going to tell how much? Negative 4 now, all squared, minus 4 into 3 now, multiplied by how much? Multiplied by negative 1 divided by 3, which is negative 1 divided by 3 now. Thank you very much. Yes. Which is a way to have 20 inside the radical side. Which is a way to have what? Positive 4 plus or minus the root of how much now? 20. Divided by how much? By 6. Which is a way to have the first x value or what? The second x value now. Which is the first x value and the second x value. When we get to this point now, you see now, getting into the final answer is easy. Rather than to punch these numbers for plus and punch these numbers for minus. Which is here now, we just say what? Here just say 4 plus what? Root 20 divided by how much? Divided by 6. Which is, we get how much now? We get 1 comma, we get 1 comma how much? 4, 1. That will be the first one. The second one now, we are just going to put how much now? We put minus, which is going to have how much now? Negative 0, how much? 0, 0, how much? 8 now. Negative 0, 8 now. That will be our what? That will be our question now. That will be our question now. Thank you very much. Let me just take this table just to place my what? Just to place my calculator so that I don't struggle with it now. Now I'm just going to wipe this side now, which is, if you don't understand now, you can just rewind me and try to understand me again. Thank you very much. Down, here. Yes, yes. Oh, Jesus. I'm wiping also this side. Thank you very much. Now we're just going straight to our time. We're going straight to 1.1.3 then. 1.1.3 now. Which is, we have how much now? We have 1.1.3, which is, we are given negative x squared plus how much? Plus 16 is greater or equal to 0 now. So we are given what? We are given the inequality there now. I normally tell my learners now, when we get to this point, they must use their muscle, which is now, this is the inequality side now, which is, this is the wider part now, this is the edge. Where the wider part is facing, simply this is what? It is greater, which is above. Where the edge is facing, simply is what? It is lesser. So according to the scenario that I'm talking about now, my face will be greater than the what? The door. The door will be lesser than my what? My face now. If we could do that on this side now, my face will be greater than the window. And the window will be what? Will be lesser than my face, because the edge is facing on the window and the wider part is facing on my face now. Thank you very much. Because that is what we are going to do. But now when we divide by a negative now, the inequality sign does what? Changes now. Which is, we are just going to divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Which is, you are going to divide by negative 1 also this side. But we're just x squared minus 16 now is what? Less or equal to 0. Normally with what? When we divide by a negative sign now, what is happening to the inequality sign? It changes now. Which is now normally technical maths learners, because we are used to using quadratic formula. I just urge you to do what? Use a quadratic formula here. Because we don't have the value of b now. The value of b will be how much? Will be 0. Which is, we're just going to have how much? The value of a is equal to how much? 1. The value of b is equal to how much? 0. The value of c is equal to how much? Negative 16 now. So we are just going to, I know this is simple, but with technical maths learners, we must just try to do this. quadratic formula because we won't get our solutions wrong now. Which is x will be equal to how much? Negative b plus or minus the root of how much? B squared minus 4ac now divided by how much? By 2a. Which is going to how much? What is the value of b? It's 0 then. It's 0. Which is going to what? Plus or minus the root of how much now? We're going to have plus or minus the root of what is the value of b again? 0 squared minus 4 into how much? Into 1 multiplied by how much? Negative 16 now. Which is divided by how much? Divided by 2 into how much? 2 into 1. Which is going to be left with what? The root of how much there? Plus or minus the root of how much? Of which is going to have 4 multiplied by 16, which is 32. 32 multiplied by 2 is how much? Is 64, which is our root there. It will be 64 there. Which is going to have 64 divided by 2 now. Which is just going to have our x now, which is going to have plus root 64, which is 8. 8 divided by 2, it will be how much? It will be 4 now. Are we together? Now we say or now. Minus what? Root 64 is negative root 8 now. Negative root 8 divided by 2, it will be how much? X will be equal to how much? X will be equal to negative 4 now. Are we together? Which is now where to now? To our inequality graph now. To our inequality graph now, which is our x now, which is going to have how much? Our inequality graph, which is we don't shade, which is going to have how much? Negative 4 and how much? And 4. Which is now, you see now we have divided with our negative, the sign has changed now. Which simply means the edge is facing the equation. That simply means we are looking what? We are looking for the x values below the what? Below 0. Which is now, we are going to have our below 0 now. This will be our below now. This will be our below, which is we are going to shade below now. Below. And the notation for below, it will be how much? It will be x. X will be in between how much? X will be in between negative 4 and how much? And 4 now. Okay. Because now we are looking for what? We are looking for the solutions below what? Below 0. And this is the line when x is equal to how much? When x is equal to 0 at this point now, which is on our Cartesian plane, which is now we can formulate our Cartesian plane now here, which is this is our line where x is equal to how much? 0. Which is we are looking for the x values where? Below 0. Are we together? Which is now the notation for below will be what? X will be in between what? X will be greater than negative 4 but less than 4. Are we together? Hope you understood that question. Thank you very much. So this is actually looking down. Stimulate start. Down. Stimulate see. Pula in there. Say pula in there. Now we're going to go straight to what? Simultaneous now. Thank you very much. Yes, very much because I think everyone understood that question now. Thank you very much. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now, we are going straight to what we call what? Simultaneous equation now, which is this question now. Sorry for not indicating the mark allocation here now. We'll indicate on the next video. Thank you very much. So now we are going to go straight to what we call what? Simultaneous equation, which is we are given x now. X minus y is equal to 1, which is equation number 1. Which is we are given how much? X plus how much? X plus 2x y plus y squared is equal to how much now? Is equal to 9. Is equal to 9. Which is what are we going to have now? This is our equation number 2. Which is we are formulating now. We are formulating equation number 3 from what? From equation number 1. Normally we like talking this English of substitution and whatsoever, which is there are no marks for that. Thank you very much. Which is you're just going to say what? X now would be equal to how much? Y plus 1, which is equation number 3 now. Which is now what are we doing? We are taking equation number 3 to equation number what? Equation number 2 because we didn't use equation number 2 to formulate equation number 3. Which is a going to how much? Where we see x, we substitute with what now? We substitute with equal to how much? 9. Which is normally when we get here for learners not to be confused now when we multiply. Because this is multiplication, we are allowed to take this y to the front there. Are we together? Which is a way to have 1 now, the way to have y plus 1 plus how much? Plus 2y into how much? Y plus 1 plus how much? Plus y squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Are we together? So you see now it makes our multiplication to be simpler now. Which is a way to have what? Y plus 1, which is 2y multiplied by y to be how much? 2y squared. 2y multiplied by n to be how much? 2y plus y squared minus 9 will be equal to 0 now. Which is we have a like 10. Are we together? Which is we have a like 10. And we have a like 10. Then we have a like 10. We have a like 10 there. You see now I'm just indicating my like 10 now. So that the person is going to mark now so that you can see which one is a like 10, which one is not a like 10. Nice. Which is when we start with this one, 2y squared plus y squared will be how much? 3y squared. Now we are going to have how much? Y plus 2y will be how much? 3y. 1 minus this will be how much? Minus 8 is equal to how much? Is equal to 0. Normally I tell my learners that when you get to this point, don't worry about factorizing. Go straight to quadratic formula because you're going to get what? You're going to get your solution. Thank you very much. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the root of how much? B squared minus 4ac divided by how much? By 2a, which is now we have the value of a here is equal to 3. The value of b is equal to 3. The value of c is equal to how much? Negative 8. Which is what we read the value of b now. Negative into 3 plus or minus the root of how much? 3 all squared minus 4 into how much? Into 3 multiplied by how much? Minus 8 now. Which is we must extend our right hand side. Because what is under the right hand side is what? It is our discriminant now. So you're going to have how much? Minus 3 plus or minus just going to determine what is under the right hand side. Just going to use our calculator to determine what is under the right hand side. Which is going to have how much now? 3 all squared minus 4 into how much? Into 3 multiplied by negative 8 now. 3 multiplied by negative 8. Which is going to have 105 now to our right hand side. Which is how much? 105. Which is a weight of how much? We just simplify our lines now. And the weight of minus 3 plus how much? Root of 105 divided by how much now? And divided by 6 equals to how much? Is equal to 1,12. X is equal to how much? 1,21. Or what? X is equal to how much? We just have our minus now. Which is our way to have x is equal to how much? X is equal to negative 2, 2, 1. Nice. Which is, this is our spontaneous equation. Nice. What we do now, we just take the x values now to equation number what? Equation number 3 now. Which is a way to have how much now? The way to have x is equal to, oh, we are just going to take our what? These are our y values. Sorry for this. Let us just fix this because we are dealing with y. We must fix our notation now. This will be how much? Y. Which is now we're just looking for what? For our x values now. Which is the way to have how much now? The way to have x is equal to how much? 1,21 plus 1. Which is what will be our x now? 1,21 plus 1, it will be how much? 2,21. 2,21. Then this side we are going to have how much now? 2 negative 2,21 minus 1 or plus 1. Which is 1,21. Or y will be equal to how much? Negative 1,21. That will be our what? That will be our simultaneous equation. That will be our simultaneous equation. Thank you very much. So now, we are just going to go to what? To 1.3 now, which is, this is 6 marks then. This is 6 marks. So your first mark here will be our what? Get into what? Get into the third equation. Your second mark will be what? Substituting now. Your third mark will be what? Standard form now. Your fourth mark will be for what? For factorizing now. Your fifth mark will be for what? For the y values. And your 60th mark will be for what? For the x values. Sorry, let's fix that. It's what? It's the second x now. It's for the x values. The fifth one it will be for the y values. The 60th one it will be for what? For the x values. Then, now we are going to get to what we call what? 1.3 now. Which is with 1.3 we are dealing with what? Which is now given what they say the diagram below shows a what? RCL circuit used for voltage magnification. The formula to determine the resonant frequency of an RCL circuit is what? Is given below, which is the frequency is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root of what? L multiplied by C, which is L is the what? Inductance in what? In Henry. And what? C is for the what? Capacitance in what? In Farad. Thank you very much. So now let's go to what? Now the first question there it says make the circuit of the formula. So I don't want to tell my learners that question number 1.3 is from 7th and what? Technical science, automotive, and what? Welding, and they mix them there to make what? To make question 1.3